So this is the entire fiance visa process explained. When you meet somebody, let's say you go overseas to your country, whether it's Egypt, Morocco, Nigeria, Dominican Republic, the Philippines, and you meet somebody and you get engaged to them, the next step is for you to bring them to the United States by filing the fiance petition. Okay. Now the fiance petition is really simple and straightforward. You have to file the petition by filing what's known as the I-129F form. Okay. You submit that with USCIS. It's really important that you submit enough evidence to demonstrate to USCIS that you are, in fact, going to end up marrying this person, because they're going to look at your case and see that do you have some sort of relationship that you are in with this other person? Okay. So what I recommend is, as part of the evidence, make sure you attach photos of an engagement ceremony, time together, text messages, flights back and forth to the country. And also it would help if you can get a statement declaring your intent to marry that person when you enter the United States. All right. Right now in 2024, it's taking about 10 to 12 months for fiance petitions to get approved. Once they get approved, USCIS will send you a notification, and you'll get a receipt notice saying that your case is approved. After that, you'll get an email or correspondence saying that you have to start what's known as visa processing for that person. Okay. That person overseas can come to the United States on the fiance visa by you doing the DS-160, paying the fees for it, and scheduling the appointment at the embassy. All right. It's not like the 260, the DS-260, which is the marriage-based one, but the DS-160 sometimes moves a little bit faster depending on the embassy. All right. Now, once you've set up the appointment, it's really critical for you to make sure that your fiance goes prepared for that appointment. So that way, everything goes smooth and there's no problems and so forth. As an attorney, I will advise my clients to make sure that they know information about each other. So that way, if your fiance is overseas at the embassy, they can answer questions about where, their future husband or wife is going to live and work, and what their relationship is and how they keep in touch and how many times they've met and so forth. All right. So that's really critical. Now, one thing that's really important is that on a fiance visa, you cannot get married to that person. So if you got married, there's a risk that your case is going to get denied. Work with a lawyer to make sure that the case is going to be good enough to get approved at the embassy. Because once it gets approved at the embassy, the next thing they're going to do is issue you the fiance visa, where your, future husband or wife, your fiance right now, is going to travel to the US and meet you and get married in 90 days. So that show, 90 Day Fiancé? The name literally comes from the rule that requires a person to get into the United States and married in 90 days. It's really critical. Okay. You must get married in 90 days. After the 90 days, what you do is that you submit the adjustment of status. So you got married in the 90 days and then you submit the adjustment of status application. Okay. You don't have to file the I-130, even though they're your husband or wife. That's a separate application. You just file the I-485 with the 864. You can also apply for the travel document and the work permit as well at the same time. Now you got to show enough evidence that your marriage is legitimate. So don't just file it with a marriage certificate. Make sure you show, photos and time spent together. And when you got married, where your husband and wife moved in with you. All right. So that's really the final step. The adjustment of status application has been submitted. All the documents are included with it. And hopefully, your interview goes well. And sometimes they may not even interview you. They just might mail the green card to your husband or wife. All right. So again, that's the entire fiance visa process explained from the beginning, where you file the I-129F, the second step where you do the visa processing with the DS-160, and then the final step when they come here, get married, and file the adjustment of status. All right. Thank you very much. Follow our channel for more tips and more information that we're going to be posting in 2024.